everybody. I thought I'd do a short little echoey video in my empty garage here at the new location here in Durango, Colorado. Made it safe and sound. Everybody's here now. We're just waiting for our furniture to arrive on Wednesday. But what I did was I packed up the majority of my figures and everything else, and I just took a away team with me of a few figures that I could use for my story while I waited for all my other stuff to show up and on the trip here. So this was the away team. I made sure I packed mostly Worldbox bodies just in case of the heat. I thought that would be safer. This is a kind of a jumbled mess right now, but when it started out, it was very neatly packed. But this setup really did me well. So it's a large tub, but also kind of thin, easy to pour around. It did have a top to it as well. And so that's how I started. And then my wife found these great bins as well that happened to fit perfectly in the larger bin, which was fantastic. So what I did with that was I packed, some clothes and some smaller items here for the trip. Then in the second small bin, I put a lot of the smaller items as well, hats, cups, food, extra limbs and stuff. And so that rode well too. I also had a collection of lights just in case, basically like a little bit of everything just to kind of get me through the trip and my time here without figures. And I have to say that this worked out super well. I was really happy with it. I had tools that I may have needed. I had all my lights and whatnot, and it was fantastic. So essentially what I would do is when I got to a hotel, I would take this in my duffel bag with clothes and my backpack and go to the hotel. I was able to, do stuff, in the hotel. I was able to take walks and whatnot. And then when I got here, we had about a week before stuff showed up. And then, of course, it showing up doesn't mean anything because now it has to be unpacked and, a lot of the sets will have to be rebuilt and everything else. So I figured this would be a great way to kind of just get through the initial, gap between when stuff is ready to use again as far as sets and stuff and, now. So yeah, this was, I highly recommend this. I know a lot of people are like, oh, but the faces, but there really wasn't a lot of movement going on. It wasn't like they were rubbing against each other or anything. And like I said, this is post, like, when did I leave? It's like a week. I've been kind of working out of this box for about a week now. So things are definitely messier. But like I said, right now, this is where it lives. It's not moving around. And it's just a central spot for all my stuff to be while I wait for all my main stuff to come back. So if you're traveling and have the room, like this was for a road trip. So it was, I had a lot of space in my car and I was in my car by myself. But these containers do come, half the size. You can even do 2 of these and have one figure and, a bunch of stuff. So, there's some ways to kind of think ahead when you're traveling if you'd like to bring your figures with you. So I just thought I'd share. This setup worked really well. Like I said, these bins were fantastic. I think she got these, I want to say at Target. And each one of these is an individual piece that lifts out, a little bucket. So that's kind of nice too. And then they all fit together within this, and it worked out great. So this is my new little go pack. I'm gonna, most likely once everything gets here and I can put everything back, I'll put everything back, but this might just stay like this and I'll just be ready to go if I need to do it again. So I thought I'd share. And like I said, we're here in Durango, and the story is continuing over on Instagram. I'll put a link in the description. If you could like, follow, subscribe, all that fun stuff, share these videos if you think it might benefit somebody. And then always let me know if there's a subject that you are interested in. You know, I love to talk and I love to cover subjects. So it's like, hey, you know, why did you do this? Or hey, how do you do this? Or, you know, what are some Photoshop tricks, you know, that you use, or, you know, whatever. I do have that Photoshop video. I'll put a link at the end of this video. You know, just some post work you can do on your images. So let me know. Let me know if there's anything you're interested in, or just say hi. All right, thanks a lot. This is a short one.